right. All right. Oof. She's too close. She's too close. She's too close. She's too close. I can never get this right. Hey. What? All of those things. Hi. Ugh. We're going to replay that back. We are going to replay that right on back so I can get this fully together because we do have a very interesting live today. Do me a favor, Alicia, just post those links real quick for me here. Thank you for being here for today, honey. Matt's gonna have to keep it real with y'all today, girl. Hi. Hi. All right. There we go. There we go. We need just a little bit of pushback. A little bit of a pushback. There we go. Hi, everyone. So much to discuss today. This is going to be kind of one of those personal lives. So if you happen to be watching today, you're going to get a lot of tea, a lot of information as to what's going on with the channel. Why haven't I posted the last of the Black Mirror episode? What happened with Child's Play? What's going on? What's going on? Some people know what's happening because there was some good news that I did share this weekend, but other stuff, not so much. Yes, God. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Let me go ahead and just get myself prepared here, honey. Okay. So where should I start this? Where should I start? I'm normally ready, Freddy. But, oh no. Okay. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It's gonna pause. Well, actually, I'm nervous to put on Do Not Disturb, but I'm gonna put on pause for a second. We're gonna come back, make sure that the volume and everything's clear. Give me just a second here, okay? All right, hopefully the sound is still here. Let's do a sound check if you could for me, please. I hate when I forget to do it. Okay. All right. So, a lot of you are probably aware of this. So I'll do the good news first before I start my what is happening. I like Child's Play as well. That review will be posted probably in the morning tomorrow. So I already reviewed it and taped it. Things were happening this weekend for me, and I had one of those, the dark days came back, but also was a really positive sound or whatever. So recently I have gotten myself into a relationship. So I'm no longer single. That's not my possibility. That's not my plan anymore. I am not single. I'm in a relationship. It is very fresh. It is very new. It is something that I didn't see happening. It came out of the blue. how do I describe it? I love how I'm starting this off with good news first because I really wanted to do that before I start with what is happening. But let me get this light a little closer. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I'm bright. I need a little, there we go. I want a little spectrum on my skin. But yes, I am currently in a relationship. We decided, even though everything was super duper fresh, like we just started talking, we both said to ourselves, why would we go and keep our, I guess, keep our options open at this point? Because we both feel like I want to talk to you and only you. That was the whole atmosphere. So for me, after sitting for 6 hours on the phone and talking about everything and then some and what we like and we don't like and doing all that, we were going to wait. We were going to wait at first. And then I guess the next day we were just like, you want to meet now? And it was like, yeah, let's just meet now. And we did. And it was the perfect chemistry. Yeah, I was on the phone, girl, from like, and I haven't done that in years. I mean, since high school. I've never been on the phone that long with somebody since high school. Since one of my first exes from a long, long time ago. But we talked about everything. And once we finally did meet, it just felt perfect. It felt right. It didn't feel strained. I didn't feel like I needed to question anything like I have in the past with others. I wasn't on guard. Does that make sense? Like, I wasn't on guard. And I've been on guard since I've been here with anybody who I've ever met. I didn't feel like I had to do it with him. So, and he felt the same. And it was kind of like one of those things where it seemed to make, it just makes sense. Like, everything makes sense. And what I lack, he has, and what he lacks, I have. And I think that we complement each other very well. We are aware of how new this is for both of us because we're both going through our own things. But at the same time, the commitment is there. We both have committed to it. And he says, you know, throughout whatever's happening, no matter what struggle that we are both facing or you're facing or whatnot, I'm here, you're here, we're doing this. He's an Aquarius. He is an Aquarius to my Libra. But I really, I have very strong feelings for this guy, y'all. I really like him a lot. I'm taking this very seriously. This is not some sort of, you know, oh my God, Maddie's in love and this will be done in 5 months. No, I'm very intent with him at this point in time right now. We are still in very much the lovey-dovey phases and we both can recognize that. So both me and him are simply, we're taking it slow, but we're also going to build something in this process. So that way it's not this, we just got on this train and then it's going to just, you know, implode. Because I've been in relationships like that before where I have jumped. And then after the jump, I was like, no, I don't want to do this again. There's a little bit difference with this one. Those other times I didn't have a lot of stuff together. My YouTube channel wasn't even in the atmosphere. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And I do know what I want to do now. And so I'm just building towards that. So it feels different than how it was before. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't know what I wanted to be. So then I end up in a relationship with somebody and it was like, oh, I now want to be this thing because I'm now in, you know, this relationship versus what I wanted to be. I've been single for 6 years now, and in those 6 years of being single, I've got the YouTube channel popped up. I know what I want to do. I know what my career lineup is and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I know where I want to go in my life. So I just needed to be with somebody, if I were to end up in a relationship, with someone who can understand that. Oh my God, Danielle, thanks for the $10. Oh, I love this #1 fan thing. That's such a cute little gift. Thanks for the donate. If anybody else wants to donate, the links are for PayPal and Venmo and Cash App. So I'm going to get to my explanation of that a little bit later too, because I wanted to talk about the donating stuff because I had someone recently attack me in my inbox about that, and it very much hurt my feelings, and I did want to talk in reference to something like that, but we'll get to it in a second. But yes, so I know what I want to do. I know where my life is going. I know where my brain is headed as far as my career, and he respects that. And that's why I really appreciate him, because he's like, I love what you do, and I love that you're confident about it. I love every time he was reading some of my comments. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna keep this cute. And he was like, Matthew, you have all these people who really care for you, and that's just so amazing. So it's like, it's like, oh my God. So I don't know. But he loves y'all for loving me. He just loves seeing all the love. And he also just, like, he's a fan now of the channel and all that type of stuff too. But he didn't even know I did YouTube before I met him. So it wasn't somebody who knew of me and what I did and was like, oh my God, you're that guy. That didn't happen. He did not know what I did. We randomly met. Okay, and I'm going to give you a story. So at first, and he'll tell you it's different, but I'm going to tell you what I said. This is what I said. So originally, when we were talking, and this was all online and stuff like that, he hit me up and we were like, hi, hello, and we just had a casual conversation. So I was like, what are you doing this weekend? He's like, well, I'm heading to San Francisco. And I thought to myself, why would this guy hit me up and he's going to a different city? And like, what the hell is this all about? Like, whatever. So I was already like, not even going to entertain him, but he said, I'll hit you up when I get back. And I said, okay, we'll see. He hit me up when he came back. Now, I could have been a dick and been like, whatever, I already wrote him off, but I was like, let me just go ahead and start talking to him. And then once, I guess, we started to have a conversation, everything just went from there. So it was weird. Yeah, he wasn't just looking for the bump and grind, and that was another reason why I was so happy to like have that conversation with him and to get to know him. Another reason why I say, for those of you who are on dating apps, yes, a lot of people are mainly looking for that one thing, that type of stuff. But you will find people on there who don't want those things. Yeah. Like, you don't, like, seriously. Elizabeth. Lorna. Okay, I will tell you, I will give you an example. He already saved me from me going crazy, okay? I'm going to tell you all a story already about him right now where you're going to fall in love with the guy, okay? I almost went to jail yesterday. Possibly could have been arrested for beating somebody to a bloody pulp, okay? I'm telling you this story now. And this is, my boyfriend pulled me back in because somebody violated my space yesterday at Hamburger Mary's in West Hollywood. And when I say violated my space, I mean touched me. Touched me. Okay? Y'all know I'm not I'm not crazy. I'm not mean like that. I'm not on the bullshit. But this man put his hands on me for no reason, and it blew my mind. And mind you, I was on my second mimosa. Jamar was there when this happened, but of course Jamar wasn't facing me, and when this took place, my bae was. So what happened was, I'm at the drag brunch to go see my girl Monistat. Shout out to you, Monistat. You know I love your baby. Look, she's gonna be like, Matty, don't you say that, girl. Bitch, I got your picture right here. Hey, Monty. So I was there to see her and the girls for drag brunch. It was a very great show. It was a lovely show. They did a good job. Parents brought their infants in there, and the infants were giving dollars and high-fiving the queens. It was beautiful. It was a great day. Everybody was full of love. Everybody was having fun. Up until we get to this situation. I'm taking out my gun for this one. Now, I have to use the restroom. Oh my God, Land Insider is everything. Okay, let me get that out the way. That drag king is everything. I was like, oh, Liv. Let me get back. I go to the restroom. I'm waiting with this white man and this Latina woman. She was gorgeous, by the way. Mama, I didn't get your name, but she was stunning. I was like, yes, I live for your white outfit. Anywho, we're all sitting there waiting for the bathroom. We're dancing to the music that's playing in the background. Now, these two guys walk up. One of them's pretty drunk and the other one's kind of sloshed, but not too bad. The one guy who was pretty drunk, he was actually attractive or whatever. He had this jean shirt on or whatnot. Bitch, y'all, I was about to kill this man. He takes his hands. Look at my hands. Do you see how they are? He takes his hands just like this. Puts them in my hair just like this. He didn't speak to me first. There was no initial hello, none of that. I don't know this man. His hands went from here to himself into my hair and went, "What the fuck is wrong with your hair? What the fuck is that?" Laughing as his hands were in my hair. I've had people ask me to touch my hair and I decline. Sometimes it's been a coworker and they're already touching it, but it's never been to the point to where someone's fucking fingers touched my scalp, not my hair, like that. No, 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 baby. In my scalp. The woman who was next to me already saw me about to fuck him up. And I'm telling you, that Latina woman, I saw all of Santa Maria in her whole face. Cause she kept saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me, don't do it, don't do it." Like they were like, "Don't do it." Cause I was about to snatch him in an instant. And I had to think, oh bitch, I had to think of it. This is a Latino man. This is a Latino man who did that to my hair. Not a white man. A white man didn't do that. A Latino man did that to my hair. I want that to be clear. I want that to be very clear. It don't matter what color. Disrespectful in my space, let me tell you that right now. Now, he was drunk, and that argument can be made on his behalf, which is what some people were doing, but I wasn't having it. Because when I'm drunk, I don't touch people. All right? Now, the white man who was sitting there was trying to get him away from me. And his friend who was with him was trying to get him away from me. He's now trying to touch me. What's your problem? What's your problem? You see how my fingers are? What's your problem? So now you're provoking me after you just touched my hair and you think this is cool? There's a whole drag show happening around us. There are people watching this situation. They brought their infants into this motherfucker. They can't stop the show. To the Latino man who assumed because I was the only black person in this argument that I was the aggressor that told me to shut up. Sir, you are very lucky that I respect the people who work at that establishment and the people like Jules and Monistat who are there. You had no right to walk up to me and tell me to be quiet and shut up and sit down after I just said this man fucking touched my personal space, got in my hair in this racist incident because you saw other people. I know exactly what you did because your other friend who worked there, who also was Latino, behind me had my back and was like, "Don't listen to him. I don't know why he walked over there to you. Come over here. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that." In the midst of all this happening, because now the people who are waiting for me to go to the bathroom have now stepped up to be like, "Don't do it. Calm down." The other people are sitting there grabbing the man who is so drunk. I don't know why they haven't removed him from my sight. I said, "Get him away from me. Get him away from me. Give him away from me. Get him away from me." I didn't know what to think anymore. Is this a racist thing? Is it because he's just drunk? I didn't know how to respond. So everything was a reaction, and that was scary. And I didn't want to be in that moment. I'm looking for Jamar. I'm looking for anybody I know because I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? Like, I don't know what to do because if I go off, they're just going to see me as a black man going off. That's all they're going to see. That's all they're gonna see. They're just gonna see a black man going off. I can't go off like that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm Matty Rants. I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to build this career up. Here's the news report of this minimum YouTuber going off in a gay bar establishment and going crazy because baby, I was going to rip the place apart. I had to go, all that was rushing through my head. This woman keeps grabbing me. Calm down, Maddie, like, breathe. The guy's like, shh, like, they're all trying to bring me in. I swear, if Davon hadn't walked up and been like, Matthew, not Maddie, but he gave me a name, Matthew. And it was like, he goes, go use the bathroom. I got this. Go use the bathroom. I got it. Thank you. I went and used the bathroom. I could barely pee. I was so angry. Ooh, the blood of the Christ, the blood of the Lamb. It was burning up. I was so mad. I wanted to hurt him, and I hated that I wanted to do that. I was so angry with myself for even getting to that point of even allowing that to happen. Yes, I could have just simply pushed his hands away and been like, you don't touch me, that is wrong, and simply ignored him for the rest of the time. I could have done that. That's what I should have done. But I got so angry. I was ready to lose it all. I was ready to lose it, girl. Lose it. But my boyfriend stepped up and brought my ass back together and was like, don't forget who you are. Don't lose it in this moment. Don't you do it. That's when I knew he was my bag. I was like, oh yeah, you're good. Because I was ready to lose it. So I went back to the table and I was mad, y'all. Like, it was really, really bad. At one point, I like hit the table because I still wanted to get him. I was like, y'all didn't let me get him. And then that's when all the drinks fell. And I was like, ah. So one of the people who was at the table came up to me and she started talking to me, and she was like really trying to explain that the guy was bi and he was actually attracted to you. He was just super, super drunk. And so he put his hands in your hair because he just wanted to feel your hair. I was like, no, girl, don't do all that. That's bullshit and you know it. Your friend's racist. I had to tell her like it is. I said, let's not act like we're all the same color, because that's what came out her mouth, was like, we're all people of color. I said, watch that statement. Watch that statement. Watch that statement. I said, we're all people of color up until a certain point. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Even I know better than that. I'm black, girl, but look at me, how bright I am. I have more privileges than someone who is also black of a way darker melanin than me. Please don't do that right now. Don't do all that. I don't like it when people do this whole, we're all people of color. Say the same thing to yourself when you go to another country where you think that you're going to be accepted because y'all speak the same language, but then they look at you and they're like, you can't talk to us because you're a little bit this, you're a little bit that. That's what happens, and that's the real world. So I had to check her. I had to check her ass real quick. But I still got what point she was making to where I didn't want to disrespect her, because she did come over there and she did say she is sorry for her friend. I apologize for what happened. That should have never have happened to you. Had that happened to me, which it did, and she told me her story of some woman coming up to her and rubbing through her hand through her hair like that before, and how it really fucked with her brain. And I was like, yeah. Thank you for understanding that. She got me a shot. I accepted the shot. Again, I was appreciative of her speaking to me on behalf of her friend, who eventually, I find out the guy threw up after the whole thing took place. They sat him back down the table. He went bleh all over the place. And so that was embarrassing for them. They had to clean that up before the show could even start, because I was too busy peeing while this was taking place, and he was escorted out. Now, let's say I popped that man. He probably would have threw up all over me. Let's say I went bop. It would have been bleh and all over me. Imagine. Imagine me having to sit there and answer questions about some stupid situation like this over a crazy person like that who cannot handle their alcohol at 10:45 a.m. Because it was very early in the morning when this took place. I hope that guy slept it off. I hope he feels better today. And I hope he does is apologetic and sorry for what he did, and it really means something, because that shit was crazy. And Matthew 10 years ago, I'd be in jail. 22, man. Oh my God. We would have tore it up. But I'm 32. Don't look it, thank you. I have my channel, my rant pack, my boyfriend. I have a lot to protect, especially myself first. So no, I didn't pop him. I wanted to. Bad boots. Bad. Ooh, bad, girl. I wanted to pop a bad. Oh! But I can't always do that, and we can't always do that. So, I told that story so that way y'all could know a little something about my booski. My Gene Belcher to me being Courtney. We've decided we're the Gene and Courtney show. I'm Courtney because I'm a little bit more annoying, so. And he's Gene because he just makes me feel sweet and I love him to death, so yeah. So if you're watching this, Faye, hi, thanks again. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be good. I know everything's tough right now, but we will be fine. We just both gotta deal with our own struggles. So, yeah, but, yeah. But that was the tea. That's what happened. That was my Sunday. That was, you know, this, that, and the other. When are we going to have him on the channel? He doesn't like to talk like I do, like that. So if we do have him on the show, that's, okay. In blue, I'm going to get to that in a second. Hold that thought because it's going to be really cute. He's a good negotiator. He's a good, he can bring people down, not in a mean way, but in a way to, like, if you're really, like, amped on something and you're angry about it, he has a very good way of calming you down. And so for me, when he's feeling some kind of way, I have to, like, grab a hold of him. I do my little squeeze thing that I do, where it's like, keep looking over here. Hi, it's me. You know, I'm your babe. We got this. Don't worry. We got it. Just chill. So I help him with that. But then with me, when I'm ready to go, he's the one that has to just stare at me in my face and go, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? And it's like, no, it's never worth it. So it's like, okay, let's get back to what we're doing. It's like, you're right. But we both had him. It was just a crazy week and a crazy moment. But yeah, that's my booze. That's my booze. Now, the Bob's Burgers, Gene and Courtney thing. The reason why I brought that up is because that is the reason why I knew I was like gonna like marry this guy and like fall in love with him and just be like one with him. We both at the same time have the same favorite character from Bob's Burgers, which is Linda Belcher. I swear to you, it was like right when we got into that conversation and we both were like, well, who's your favorite character? And then we at the same time were like, Linda. And I was like, no way. And then we just started to, that was our like ground moment of our bonding was talking about Bob's Burgers, because most of the guys that I've talked to or I tried to date in the past do not watch cartoons at all or like to watch cartoons with me. And so it would just be me like having the conversation by myself. So for this one here who didn't seem to be on the toxic masculinity trip, I was like very much happy about that. Wow. Okay. Thank you. The story's been great. Now it's on to the less happy stuff, I guess, with my live today. So that way we are all clear and understanding of what's going on in the channel. And we all know what Matthew has done. And we're not, confused, because a lot of people like to throw stones and say, well, you didn't do and you're not doing. And this, bitch, I've been doing more than you ever could think I've been doing in your lifetime, okay? I'm trying to get to a wedding by the 12th. I don't know if it's going to happen, and that has been depressing me like nobody's business because it's one of my best friends. So if I somehow get this money to get there, I'm there, and that's all I've been working on, but that's not the only thing that I've been working on. I won't be living with Jamar officially at the end of this week, and after that, it's pretty much we don't know where Matthew's going to go. So the last 2 months, the last couple times I've talked to you, every other time that I've spoken to you, I've been looking for work. I've been trying to find jobs that actually have money that is going to benefit me, that are not 25 fucking miles away. Because everybody who's offering me something, it's like I can't even make it there if I wanted to. Oh no, I don't have any of the Facebook things. No. There's a lot that it's been crazy. So right now, at the end of this week, I'm gonna be staying with my boo for like the weekend, and then after that, I'm gonna have to try to figure something out. Um, I need to. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to earn enough money so I can have at least a deposit down to put in to be a roommate with somebody somewhere. Um, the job, me and Bay are going to be looking this weekend as well as this week. He's been like looking at places that are very close in his neighborhood that I can like walk to, or I can just get to, and just things like that. Um, I've updated my resume quite a few times. The last time I just sort of like did it, my sister-in-law like really approved it. She was like, "Okay, this looks good," and I was just like, "Oh, thank you, God." So now I feel a bit more confident in my resume because at first it was good, but my friend told me it was cluttered, so I had to redo it again. So now it's much cleaner and it has like everything sort of pinpointed to where it needs to be. But yeah, it's just been a really, really tough time. So when I wanted to do the Black Mirror episode, you know, me and Jamar did the first two, but he didn't seem interested in really completing the third one because he seems to be very tired after work all the time. And that's, you know, I'm not gonna talk about or go into that situation. That's none of my business what he does outside of that. But you can't start something with two and then go, well, I'm just going to drop off and then that be that. So it bothered me for a little bit to do that episode by myself when it started off as the two. So with that being said, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'll just do it on my own, like I've been doing. And that's how it seems to be right now. So he needs his space. I've worn out my welcome. Like I already know has pretty much tested and tried our friendship, me even being here, and he has every right to feel like, Matt, it's time to go. So by all means, there is no hate I'm gonna ever hold against him for that. But when I asked of any help when it came to certain videos and this and that and the other, I don't feel like I got any of that in return. And so for me, I'm kind of like, we're on a break as far as doing videos together up until when we need to do a Drag Race review. So I'm asking that no one expect anything like that. I don't know where the Matt and Mars show is going from here. Again, work has to be put in both ways versus just me who does mostly everything, because again, this is my channel. So I don't want anybody to be like, what's happening and what's going on? It's out of respect. I am choosing to not, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no purpose of that right now. There's no need. There's no need. You need to work. You need to focus on you. You need to focus on everything that's going on with you right now. So I'm just not going to involve you with what's going on with me. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like he gets on IG. He does his own thing too, and that's why I'm always like, you know, oh, Alicia, yeah, it's like always at a certain time they just start to pop in. It's like, I'm just gonna say something negative and see if you get angry. It's whatever. Um, but no, in order for me to protect my friendship with him, the one I believe I have, because I'm starting to become paranoid. I'm starting to be one of these people who's like, I don't trust you, and I think that you're talking about me to other people. It's starting to get like that. So it's like, before it goes worse, before it gets into a place that it cannot get out of, because there are people who both me and him have in our lives, and I'll speak to this, who place negative thoughts on the other person in our ears. There is no way I wouldn't believe it if he told me, well, Matt, that's not true. Girl, please, I know better. I know how people operate. So for me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Lacey, this is that time, and this is just going to be a little moment of separate. When Drag Race comes around again, absolutely. If there's something that's directly that needs to do with what we normally do together, absolutely. The pageant system that we're doing, because drag is something that's me and Jamar's thing, absolutely. But other than that, don't expect it. Don't ask me. Please don't throw it. Matt, you got to talk to him, baby. He's got his own social media platform. So there you go. But his struggles are not mine, and mine are not his. So I leave here, he has somewhere to be. I don't. You know, there's a macro of a difference as far as what's going on in between each other's lives. So, you know, out of respect for our friendship, that's why I said I was going to do this live. That's why I said I was going to put this all out here on the table, because if I become this person who just simply, you know, everything's wonderful, the fuck it is. It's not. This is reality for a lot of people with their friendships and with their relationships with their family members as well. We all don't like each other all the time, and sometimes it's nothing but love. But when there's a strain or something's not right or the other feels some kind of way, there's time to separate and move around so that way no one loses what they had. It keeps you safe mentally. It keeps that person also in the same headspace, and that's just what it has to be. So I love my friend too much to even start an argument with him about whatever's going on because of whatever thing that he feels the way he feels, baby. That's just that. Hi, everybody. Um, but yeah, so once I leave here, it's gonna be, it'll be a little while before you see him again. There may be some random video. Oh my God. But once Drag Race starts again, and I believe by that time everything will have really come together, especially for me in my sense. I mean, what do you mean believe? It will be. Then everything will be back into a better place, okay? We did talk about Bay already. We did talk about how he was my knight in shining armor at at Hamburger Mary's, and how he's just been a really great guy. And even me and and Jamar likes my boo, likes Day. Jamar likes Day, and Day likes Jamar too. They both are like, they get each other because they're both kind of quiet and, very to themselves, but at the same time they can be cool and sociable and stuff. And I was very awkward in their transition when I was trying to get them to speak to each other, because I was like, so Jamar is a Scorpio and Davon's is he's a an Aquarius, so y'all should get along, right? He's at work. Someone fill Akira in, please, because I'm not going to repeat myself. My pussy stinks bad. I'm so mad you asked that question. He is a little taller than me, but his penis will not be discussed. Just know I'm pleased as punch with everything about him. Even though he's like, oh babe, I gotta be in the gym and work out harder for you. I'm like, boy, you are fine all by yourself. Please stop. So Peppermint will be on Pose, and I will be very excited for that. That's one thing that I for sure will be keeping up and running the most is Pose, because that show I can keep track of. I can do my videos for. I'm used to it. That's my gig. So the background may look a little bit different, not this week, but the next week. But yeah, we'll still be doing Pose and stuff like that. Okay, so to get back to the situation that's happening here, like I said, I'll be leaving here at the end of the week. Maybe jumping back over here off and on until a certain time, but my time is up here at Jamar's, and nothing is set in stone. So Matt's still been looking for work, still been looking for places to live, still trying to find it, baby. I think I'm going to do a every week thing where I do sit down and talk to y'all, and I clip together some footage and show you of me walking around the city, going to these interviews, going to these jobs, just so we all can clearly see that I am doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not going to be able to do hostels, Paris. Like a lot of some suggestions I really appreciate from y'all. Hostels doesn't make any sense because it's not like I'm only with a backpack and just me. I have an entire living space situation that has to be moved around. You know what I mean? Like this in itself, I have to pack into a giant bag alone, just of my green screen equipment, because I'm the only one that's doing this. Not me, like in general YouTube, but as far as what you see and these two people, I'm the only one that's doing this. So for me, that's not a possibility. It wouldn't make any sense. I'd have shit stolen. So it wouldn't work. I've applied to a lot of places. Some places that once I got the call back for, I didn't realize that their headquarters were like 40 miles away. Who doesn't have a car anymore? Me. So it's kind of like, I think, listen, I have everything that's happening right now in my low key struggle that's only temporary because that's what struggles are, temporary. Um, I think something's going to come my way and it's going to be good and it will be great for me. And then financially speaking, I'll be back on track again. And then more blessings will follow after that. I just have to have that mentality and maintain this spirit in order for that to happen. Because if I start to break down, then that means that the road is not easy to follow. And I'd rather have an easy road to follow. Um, but don't think that it doesn't. I'm not having moments where I need to have a cry, this, that, and the other, or I need to go sit in a room and do this, that, and the other. I'm not sad over anybody else. I'm sad because it's me, and this is the hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my life, and the amount of help that I thought I had, I don't. Like nobody in my family is speaking to me out here. Like, Nan. And I've said that before, but then one of my cousins hit me up and talked to me recently, who's a part of that side of my mom's family. And it just really, like, almost a confirmation. And it just was kind of like, wow, like, I would never do that to someone who I love, that I thought I loved. I guess I didn't speak to them enough. I guess I wasn't as communicative enough as a nephew or a cousin. But then again, every other thing that was said was, your dad is shit, your dad's crap, and da 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 da. I'm like, I don't need to hear all that all the time. It's not fair that you get to have a perfect family and I don't. Like, that type of stuff. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, something for, the style. But yeah. But yes, that's the reason why the videos haven't come out as quickly as they have. It's just been very stressful. And I've been trying to manage my time, but then I think, oh my God, if I'm doing this video, I'm not applying for another job. Or if I'm doing this, I'm not walking on the streets looking to see if there's a hiring sign in some place that actually would make sense where I could work and not lose my grip. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Like, even this situation with my pops, asking my uncle, who was like, I'm giving you a car, or he's going to consider giving me a car. Okay, well, that was like 3 months ago, and nobody even wants to bring it up anymore. It's a lot of empty promises that are given. And so the thing about it is, everybody, you as a person can find yourself being bitter behind those empty promises given, but you have to realize that those are just promises. Those are not truths. They're not actual facts. They're not, this is what I'm giving you because this is it. You hear me? My life has been full of those, literally from day one. Empty promises. A lot of empty promises. I've been lied to on so many occasions by my family. It's ridiculous. I could write a book about it. I plan to. It's gonna be called The Lies. The Lies. And Candy's gonna get a cut of it because her face will be on the cover. And mine will be mirroring it like this. The Lies. So many. Y'all don't even know. Hate it. I barely trust them now. I barely trust them now. True tea. But that can't be my entirety. That can't be my, well, this is it. You know what? I don't have as much money as the other girls. I don't have the best equipment like the other girls. I'm not looking like the other girls. But you know what? I'm Matty motherfucking Rants. And I'm going to make it through this, honey, because I don't have a damn choice. I don't got it. That's all I got to do is what about it? Who? Penis for your thoughts. No. I'm going to make it. So, yeah. So anytime you're ever thinking of donating or anything like that, that is what's going to. I'm actually going to take a pause on a lot of things that I think were hindrances for me right now because I need to be in my super saving. And I know I can get so stressed out that I need to smoke a little green here, but now I'm like, girl, marijuana's going to take a break. Drinking's taking a break. If I do need to go out to, network and meet people and this and the other, I'll go out and enjoy myself. I'll just get water. And as far as the weed goes, I'll get back to that in a second. Let me get comfortable again. So that way I can be smoking my ganja because I want to smoke it just to relax, not because I need to relax and this is where my life is going on. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? It's almost like, oh, everything's going downhill. Let me continue. I need to save money. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for the bullshit. So she's gonna take a break. Cause the bitch now true tea, I got some here now. That's I buy over the weekend. But that's the last up until, so she will be used sparingly. Cause I ain't touching it for a while. I'm just not gonna touch it. I gotta be on my shit. I don't have time for this. You feel me? Squall, exactly. And so that I said to myself when I woke up this morning, it's going to be tough because there are moments. Don't let no one tell you that marijuana doesn't have any kind of addictive qualities to it. There's a little bit to it, depending on what you use to smoke your papers. So maybe a point where I'm like, oh, I miss it, but it's not so deep to where I've got the scratchy atchies like them other people. You know what I mean? Them other folks. It's not to that deep level. If anything, I'll just start working out more, which is what I've been doing lately. But yes. So changes are coming. Yeah, like whenever anyone watches all the ads on the video, that absolutely helps. Like anytime that happens, when you sit through all the ads, that definitely is $1. You know what I mean? Exactly, Wanda. And this stuff that these people have been attacking me for lately, because yeah, I've had people on Twitter come at me, calling me a beggar and calling me, a user, and that I'm basically milking y'all and I'm taking your money and I'm not producing anything, and that a lot of it. I'm being very much attacked. I will block them before you see it. Sometimes it's up for an hour or two and I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't see it enough time, block or whatever. And then I have people coming into my inbox with that shit and, attacking my personal character and all that type of stuff. And, that stuff does hurt a little bit, but then I also get over it by like 25, 30 minutes later because, it's not my fight. I don't know what makes them go to someone's page and try it. I've never done that. I've never gone to someone's page and been like, you're a terrible, I just don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. I don't know what that feels like. Ooh. It's starting to look kind of crazy out here. But yeah. Listen, this little baby girl down here is always be yelling, child. I ain't gonna miss that. But I tell people all the time, hey, like they say, it's freedom of speech. Okay, I mean, I just would choose my freedoms better. If I had the freedom to do anything, I just would choose them better. So I'm choosing my freedom of speech right now to talk about the good that's happening, the bad that's happening, what's happening with me, so that y'all, my rant pack, know what's up and know that the channel's not gonna stop. It just may seem like I'm not posting a video every single day like I want to. But yes, so this I will say to you as a dedication to my channel and the things I started on that I didn't finish. The Black Mirror episode will premiere this week. The Child's Play review that I did will premiere this week. I will be back on to Drag Race Thailand. I keep saying no, but for real, I need to get back in there. You know what I mean? I really was on my Drag Race Thailand game, but then it felt like I was starting over again. Oh yeah, Emily, somebody called me a panhandler. Girl, that was so funny. And I was like, well, bitch, we'll call me. What? I'm sorry, what was that? Wait, I'm sorry, what was that? You say I'm paying, what? I'm doing, what? Wait, what? Oh, yucky face looking having ass bitch out of here with that bullshit, okay? Girl, what was my response? I did one of them silky moves. People are stupid. Like, what? Ugh. Mighty Beer, wait, come back, Mighty Beer, come back. Let me show you how gay I am. Come back, please, come back. Oh my God, come back. I need to help you. I want to give you so much of my gay. Ooh, let me give you some of my gay. Yes, some of my gay. Yes, some of my gay. Yes, some of my gay. Yes. Beat your ass in public if I saw you, girl, and you know it. Oh, and you know it. Girl. Look. That was funny. I like read it in his voice. Yay! It's like, oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm gay. Well, bitch, it is 2019. It's 2019. Really? Yes. Like someone starts doing that now. Gay. It's gonna be like, yes. Was there something on my what's happening? I'm confused. Can I cook? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I can cook. And so can Pooh. And so can Pooh. Pooh definitely can cook. He was already wanting to like, I know, Shamey, shocker. Girl, can you believe it? Me, gay. Can you believe it? Me? Can you believe it? With my Raja O'Hara and Scarlet Envy pens. Can you believe it? Let's just get real. Let's just get real. Just be real. Just since they want me to be this way. So I'll do the rest of the video like this. So yeah. Let me just be what they want me to be, girl. Girl, stop. Okay, yeah, so Drag Race Thailand, for sure, we're going to bring that back. I know I said I was going to do Dragula Season 1. I still plan to do it because I actually have access to it. So I'm like, okay, I can still do that. I'm going to keep it in that kind of perspective. Excuse me. That has nothing to do with what I need to say. I'm going to keep it in that realm as far as what my reviews are going to be like. If I do get a chance to see a movie, say for instance, Bay and me have enough money or we pull something together and we go see a movie, or if I see something that's like new on Netflix or something like that, I will try my best to do it. I just can't, I do have an Amazon wish list, Danny. I really need to update it because to me, all the stuff on there is so material type of stuff and not things I actually need. That would be a way better Amazon wish list purchase. So I have to update my Amazon wish list. A lot of stuff I need to update. I feel like when I initially came at this, I may have done it the wrong way. And I did it for a reason like, you know, oh my God, I need help with this and, you know, whoop, 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 whoop. And everyone did help and it was amazing. But to me, I feel like after these last few months with everything that's gone on, that I didn't do the best at me trying to make sure that I was out of the situation. Like I did a lot of work, I did a lot of stuff. And yes, there are nights where I fell asleep with the fucking Indeed app open on my face while I'm trying to fill out applications and I'm trying to like look for jobs, or I'm also looking up new tips. I'm on Google looking up new ways. Because bitch, I've always felt like when I walked into an interview, I had the job. And now it feels like, I don't know, my confidence is a little bit shook out here in LA. They speak a little bit differently. They act a little bit differently here for me. I'm used to the Texas way a little bit, and I'm trying to get out that up my system. But, you know, I guess, yeah. Oh, vouchers on it? Girl, what is going on? Like, what? Listen, I need Amazon to get it together. I'm not going to be somebody else with this. Why did this ice cream? It must be 2:30. They always are out here trying to get these kids to get a Frito pie. Ain't nobody want that Frito pie. That is a case of diarrhea, sir. You know you don't clean that truck. There isn't even an A rating on it. You know the ice cream trucks get rated by the health inspector? Can you imagine being a health inspector and getting to an ice cream truck and having to give it a failing score? Can you imagine? I'm here to inspect your truck. Dear God, there's rats in there. It's in a truck. They're riding shotgun. They're the ones driving the vehicle. Now I want to go on a rant. Let's get off of what's going on here. Let's just me have a moment of ranting before we do what we do here. I'm giving y'all 2 hours of my time today. Baby, I hear you and I know you want that ice cream, but I know you ain't running across the street to go get some. Let's talk about these places who you walk by and they don't want to give you the right kind of service, but yet they look like the inside of a bathroom. Can we talk about those places? Let's talk about those places. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get into just service in general. Now, there is 3 places in this area that I go to where all of them are predominantly run by, Latinos. And that's not an issue for me. I love everybody. So one of these places treats me way better than the others. And one of the places doesn't treat me so well. Now, this has nothing to do with them being Latino. This is not that kind of conversation. I did want to give you that context to understand just where I'm at and where my environment is. Does that make sense? Okay, great. And this is Koreatown. What's going on, Jada Nerd? So, one place I go into, when they see me, these people are aware and they speak. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? What would you like today? This is what I would like. And then, how was your day? Oh, it was great. I did this, and that, and the other. Oh, shut up. Well, have you been to this? No, I haven't been there before. That type of stuff. I don't know why she always has to slam her door. Y'all, I wish y'all saw her. I wish you could see her. I wish you could see this lady. The scariest thing ever. Anywho, let me get back to it. I mean, slam that goddamn door. It's just, it's like you could hear the Babadook come in. That's who she looked like, the Babadook. Okay, let me get back to it. They are Christy, but, and I think that's everywhere. I just think people in general, based on states, are all a little bit different based on where everyone grows up at. And I'm just starting to see that now. I'm just starting to see that now. It's like everybody's just different. But the people, they talk to me all the time. We are always having like a chit chat. We're always having a good moment. Like, it's just a good fun. Like, I know their names. And then when I walk into this bitch, I get great food. Sometimes they give me a little extra. I don't ask for it, but she's like, you're growing. You're a big man. She's always like, you're a big man. Let me give you something. Come on, give you my big boy. She's like, because again, a story came out later and she already knows my family, that sort of life. Like, we sat down and talked one day. It was good. So this lady wanted to know who I was, and therefore the rest of the people who work there know who I am. And when I come in there, I get a little extra love every time. And so when I walk in that bitch, I'm always like, hey family, how's it going? That's just one of the 3. One of the 3. Now the second one, and I want to talk about Megatron too. We're going to get to Nicki Minaj in a second. Oh yes, I may be going through it, bitch, but I can still read somebody for reusing a fucking song. I'm not going to read her. I don't hate it that much, but I got to ask a couple questions for my Nicki Minaj fans out there because I need answers. I need answers, and I don't want petty answers. I need real answers. The second place I go to, I get decent service. It's not too much. It's not too bad. It's never too good. It's always just fine. Just fine. You go in there, you get what you need, you get the fuck out, you're gone. You go in there, you get what you need, you get the fuck out, you're gone. What? You go in there, you get what you need, you get the fuck out, you're gone. Gone. Go in there, you get what you need, get the fuck out, you're gone. Like, that's it. That'd be a good song. That's all you gotta do. They know your order sometimes. You know which one I need, kabam. You know which one I want, kalop. You know all I need, kaloop. I get to go. This other place, and I'm not going to say it's everybody there, it's the few that work there. I'm starting to believe that the language barrier isn't them being mad at me, but more frustrated that they can't communicate with me, particularly what, like when I ask of something or I need something and then they want to elaborate on it and it may not be exactly what it was. I caught the lady the other day getting frustrated with me because I asked her for a specific order at this place and she acted like I was speaking a whole new language and got nasty with me about it and was like, and she started doing that all with her hand. And it really bothered me. But then the other person that worked there knew what I was saying, so she stopped her from getting aggressive and then spoke to me. But after that took place, I can tell that this woman felt like I should have known Spanish. And to me, I felt like I should have known Spanish in that moment and that this could have all been avoided had I been able to communicate with her correctly. However, she didn't have to go at me like that. And I also pointed at the things that I wanted so that way it wouldn't be like, okay, well, you know, I'm just jabbing. But it's how I always get treated when I go there that throws me off every single time because it's like, girl, you're so, like, they're nice, but not you. And then this person's fine, but not you. And then it's the majority of you that are not nice versus this place where everyone's nice. This one where everyone doesn't care. So it's just like, hi, hello, you're in, goodbye. Where this one, you've now invested into me not knowing what to say or how to say it or whatever to convey the message. And now it's like, kaboom, boom, 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 boom. I feel like, well, honestly, I'll be real with you. To me, I think that learning Spanish is very important, especially in the United States of America. I'm going to be very real with you. Based on everything that I've been dealing with living in the South and finding my way to California, Spanish is key. So me personally, I'll tell you all this right now. I'm going to start learning more Spanish. I tried to take Spanish in school. Oh, I was bad. I did better at French. But I think I'm going to take way more Spanish. I'm going to take way more. I need to know because there are also times where I want to know what people are saying and I'm just standing right there and I feel like everybody's talking shit about me and I don't want to be like in assuming of things because I don't know what they're saying because that's ignorance. Like when you don't know what's going on and you hear something and it bothers you and you want to lash out at it, that is like the definition of ignorance. Like you don't know what's happening. So you decide to get angry about it? No, I don't know what they're saying. They could be having a whole conversation about something else. You feel me? Like it could be a complete conversation, nothing to do with me. I feel it would save us a lot in situations that are stupid. Ooh, I have Duolingo. I just downloaded. I just downloaded that when I used to talk to my this African guy I was dating. He's the one that suggested I download that to learn more languages. So I actually just re-downloaded it recently so I could start taking little quizzes and get my, get my brain jogging again towards, learning different languages and dialects and being a bit more educated myself and recognizing that I personally could do a lot more as far as communicating with people and being able to say what I need. You feel me? So yeah. But that was just my little moment for that. But now to this Nicki Minaj Megatron. So I've been called a hater of Nicki Minaj. I've been called, a light-skinned, trolloping tramp of tramps, panhandling bitch. F you, Matty, you don't like Nicki Minaj, and da-da-da-da-da. And will you even get past this moment before you type to let me then explain why I cannot do this song? And I want to because the beat's not bad. I've just heard it before. The song itself, we know that girl has way better than that. A Nicki fan should know that. A Nicki fan should know that. That girl is way better than that song. She is beyond that song. She's beyond it. That's where my frustration comes from. Girl is beyond that type of stuff. So when I see her do it, it's like, okay. Once I heard that there was a song called Megatron, I was like, oh, this is nasty. Let's see what this goes into. Then I hear it and I'm like, this has nothing to do It's nothing to do. Nothing to do. It's a play on words. No, it ain't. It's not a play on words at all. Nothing about that was a play on anything. There's nothing about it that was a play. It played all right. It played on the radio. It played in your sound system. It's through your iPod, iTunes, whatever you got. It played. Yeah, it's playing. It's playing. But that's not Megatron. Same thing with Chun-Li. That shit didn't make no damn sense. What? What does that have to do with her? And then King Kong got thrown in there. Chun-Li and King Kong aren't even in the same video game. Not even a part of the same franchise. Capcom presents not King Kong. Nothing. I think Megatron had something to do with, like, I don't know if it was a play on the word itself with, I need a Nicki fan to jump in here without being disrespectful and explain how they feel about the song if they like it and to why they think it's a great song. I'm not going to immediately be like, well, fuck you liking it. It's just, what? When did Chun-Li become the... Okay, so there is a... Okay, now Bambi, there is a dark Chun-Li. There is a dark Chun-Li, but that was... I don't know if that's canon in the series for Street Fighter. For Street Fighter. I know that was like a... in one of the movies, I think she went dark because of something that happened with M. Bison. But she was never, like, even considered to be the bad guy for more than maybe 5 minutes of clippage of footage. There's never been a moment. She's always been... the good girl, the one with the police, the one who's trying to avenge her grandfather's death from M. Bison. Like, or was it Sagat that killed him? No, it was M. Bison. Yeah, it was M. Bison. So, where's the Sagat? It's one of the two. Either way, I don't expect her to know the lore of Street Fighter, but when I hear artists use names from video games and comics and pop culture references that I'm familiar with as a little bit of a nerd myself, I expect there to be some playage in words that go and coincide with that. She could have said Chun-Li beat Cammy's rings off or something like that, or, you know, lightning kick, or, you know, lightning kick, spinning bird, thunder. Like, it could have been something of the sorts to where I could be like, yes, that was for Chun-Li, that was everything, whatever. That's just what I'm asking. Am I gonna get it? No, it's not my business. That's her music. She do her own damn thing. But you just can't, like, use the references and then just be like, I'm just putting their name in the song to sell the song. That's crap. That's crap. I'll give you an example. Lupe Fiasco, Gold Watch. Listen to that song. When he's talking about Street Fighter, he has this whole line in there. He's like, I really like Blanco, but my main is Zangief. Something like that. It's like and then he like raps about literal, like him playing literal. Matty. He's very much on it. It's to the song. He talks about literally playing the game. Oh, okay, but we're gonna be real though. Alicia, while I speak very highly of him, you know he fell off. You know what I'm talking about too. And you know what album it was. You know what album it was, girl. You know what album it was. You know it. You know it. Once I heard that song, if you are what you say you... I knew it was over. 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 Lasers, whoop. I knew it was over. That album was hot garbage, girl. I couldn't take it. No, ma'am. Hated it. Oh, I was mad. Because I was such a fan, girl. I was a fan. I had the first two for sure. First two albums was everything. With the Kick Push album, what was it called? If she named Megatron Bratata would have made more sense. She kept saying it throughout the song. I don't know if that would have helped either. I think we would all have been looking a little lost. I feel my lips getting dry. If you like the song, I love you for it. Live and breathe for it. Support your girl. I'm glad it was #1 on iTunes. Honestly, I'm not a hater of the child. I just don't. there's certain songs that she has done where I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Like, for instance, I can now say good form is everything. Good form is everything. That's a song you need to hear in the club. Oh my God. Wear it out. Wear it out. Wear it out. Wear it out. Uh, uh, I need Lupe to come back, but I need him to not come back like he left. I need him to come back to, well, it's not fair. Ooh, I'm about to have this moment. It's not fair for us to say that they need to go back to their roots and how they sound, because every artist is different and they evolve and they grow into a different sound. So how fair is it for me to tell someone to then go back to their old ways when in reality it's just them being who they are and what they feel at the time? Ugh! I hate to give that point, but it's the truth. Like, it sold more, but it's like I can't tell you what to do. I just may not buy what you sell anymore. I feel you going to your new path. Congratulations, but I like the old one just a little bit. That's the best way I can put it. So yeah, if I use that for Nikki, I'll use that for everybody. It's like, I get it. I mean, they're trying to do something different, so I can't really knock them for it, but you know, everyone feels like their vision changes and it, gets bigger or better. And sometimes we just don't want that bigger or better thing. And maybe if it wasn't broke, don't fix it. I'm sorry, excuse me, what? Is it coming back in theaters? Who's my favorite male rapper? Notorious B.I.G. Hands down. Who rocked the spot? Biggie. Biggie's my favorite. Hands down. Hands down. Yes, God. Unbelievable. Girl, please. That's one of my favorite songs. I'm gonna have to listen to that when I get off of here. Let's see here. Okay, Endgame. Is that Hunger Games? What is this? Is that Hunger Games Endgame? Let me see here. My question would be no, and the reason why I don't have a P.O. box so that way it won't be asked again and we understand this, I have to have actual mail with a utility in my name come to me in order for me to then get a P.O. box. I cannot get a P.O. box because there are no utilities in my name that I have had in the last 6 months that would then allow me to have a P.O. box. I have tried to get one with whatever information I have because I have an out-of-state license. I cannot get it without that mail. I got to get the license first to actually have a physical address to then be able to get it without them being like, what do you want this P.O. box? That's why. True team. Trust me. I want a P.O. box. I would live and breathe to open anything that y'all have. Phone bills don't count. That's not a utility. It has to be like gas, water, electricity, that type of stuff. A phone bill is transferable, like a cell phone bill. And who really, if you have a house phone, God bless you. Honey, it's very rare you find someone with a house phone now. Yeah, if you have an out-of-state license and you're in the state of California and you're trying to get a P.O. box, you need to have a utility bill and some sort of form of mail that is in your name and a bank statement or something from the state or something like that to show that you have residency there. And they needed more than just my bank statement as proof. They were like, we need a utility. I'm like, girl, I give him the money to pay his utilities and he pays his utilities. I don't ask for it to be put in my name. What the fuck? That's why I'm normally like, if you want to do Amazon Locker Box, that works better. But, girl, them house phone days. Do you remember when you used to have to, like, gauge how far the phone went when you had to walk across the room because you didn't want everybody to be in your conversation? And then other times you would, like, tell your mother or you would ask her, like, can you get, like, the longer cord? Or you would just find one because you would take it from a other phone and put it on the other one that you would need just so you have the extra extension. Bitch, that was me. That was me. That was me. That was me. I used to take all the long cords away from my dad's office and I put them on my phone in my room so that way I would be able to hide under the bed when I was on the phone with somebody so my mom wouldn't know and she would think I was asleep. I'd be like, quiet. Shh. And I get right back to being on the phone. Oh, Endgame. There is no reason, I have no purpose, I have no want, I have no desire to re-see that movie again. It was good, but if they're re-releasing it with all these scenes that should have been placed in the movie before, they can kiss my ass. Why didn't you put that in the movie? It was already 3-something hours long. We could have sat in there for another 45 minutes. We could have sat in there for another 45. I believe we all would have been fine. I did watch Child's Play. I did like Child's Play. I did a review for it. It'll be up probably tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow's Pose. So in the middle of the day, y'all will have Child's Play to look at. And then Pose review will be Wednesday. And then the Black Mirror episode. Yeah, actually, I'll have the Black Mirror one out Wednesday. Let me think on that. I don't want to clutter the page. And I want everyone to see the Black Mirror one. I'll release that separately. I'll do that day by day. Yeah. So, would y'all like to know something about Bay and me and what we have to do this weekend that I'm very nervous about and I'm like need everybody to send their like good juju prayers for because I don't know what to do. I'm very nervous. I'm so nervous. I don't want no one to hate me. Okay, so and he's like, "Do you talk about me on YouTube?" And I was like, "No." Let's see here. So, okay. I'm sorry, I was going through comments and I saw a question again that I thought I had addressed that doesn't need to be asked anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. I knew this was going to be. It already bothers me that people ask over and over again. It's like, girl, what? I don't know. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. So, no, let me address Gloria real quick. Just real quick. He is at work. This isn't his channel. Jamar won't be on this channel for a while until we do something Drag Race related again. It was never a duo channel. It's always been a solo one. I am no longer going to be living with him at the end of this week. We don't have any obligations for any type of shows or anything because he doesn't want to do all that types of boys working and doing that type of thing. If he does anything, it'll be on his channel. But anytime I go live, he ain't going to be here. It's not going to be a guarantee unless I go, and Jamar will be joining us. Yeah. He, like me, are trying to do a lot. And so for me and my channel, I have to maintain my channel because it's mine. And he is doing his thing. He has a great job, great people that he works with. That's all working out for them. So I just can't speak every day on his behalf. I can't do that. So if that helps, great. But this is the best way I can respond to that without being like, because you don't deserve that, okay? All right. So back to the story, back to the lovey-dovey moment with me and Bae this week that I'm kind of nervous about, though. See, you're welcome, Gloria. And see, again, I didn't want to be like, you know what I mean? So I was like, let's do this in a light way. So that way it's like, you get where I'm saying we're being serious, but it's at the same time where I don't want to disrespect you because I know not everybody was here at the beginning of the video. So no worries. Now, Booski has invited me to go to this birthday party Saturday, which I now need money to get my hair cut because I am not going looking like this. the person who we're going to go see, I originally met via Tinder, and then we are now Instagram friends, which is cool. And he's a good guy. I've seen a lot of his posts and everything. He seems like a really fun individual. And from when we spoke, he was cool. Um, but yeah, it is kind of one of those, oh, okay. It's like one of those, oh. I hope it's not like that when I get there. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it's not like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not like cutting all my hair. Oh God, no, 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 no. I just need I need him to trim this up. I need him to, these now, this has to be, I need this to be suckered in. You know what I'm saying? And my haircut's $40, girl. And that's actually like a legit price out here for my beard and my haircut to be trimmed. So, I ain't gonna do Britney. No, I can't I can't cut all my hair. Not after all. This has been so long of a journey just growing this. There's no way. Um, okay, back to it. So he doesn't know anybody else that's gonna be at this party. I don't know if this guy is even watching this video right now. If you are, if you bring this up at the dinner table, I will melt. I will melt. I will possibly sink into oblivion. And I will not exist in that time frame. I will be in Bizarro universe with Bizarro Superman solving crimes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm nervous. But I'm nervous because I have not been in this. Okay, the last time I was in a situation where a boyfriend introduced me to his friends did not like me and they were rude and gross and mean and nasty. And I hate those people still to this day. So for me, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to have that go down again. I'm going to be polite and nice like I was trying to do before until people started just being extra. If people are extra this time, I'm just going to pull it in. That's what I do, but I'm nervous because it's his friend and it's his birthday, and I don't want to be the rude new boyfriend that is being introduced, who's also seeing these other new people who I may have talked to as well online, who, whatever the case may be. It just makes me nervous. So yeah, I'm like, oh God, this is about to be that moment. The next thing I'm invited to is a baby shower, and this is like personally like people who he considers family and like some of his besties. I'm just like, like that makes me even more nervous because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be some kind of goopity goop de goop, and they're very protective of him. So yeah. So for me, it's almost like I'm going to be in finishing school by myself and I'm going to be walking around this apartment while I'm also packing up my shit in this apartment. To make sure I'm, good to go and I don't look crazy. But yeah, I'll be packing all my stuff up this week, and be out of here and, be one of those moments. I'll be, possibly the backgrounds will be different and changed. There won't be the same room I'll be in anymore. It won't be stuff like that. I'm sure someone will be going live more now that I'm not here. I think that's what has been happening, and I can almost foretell the future. It's almost like I've been hindering somebody when I really haven't. It's just they didn't want to. Yeah. You'll see a lot of stuff. It'll be like I said it was gonna happen, and bam! Look, see, told you. Uh, but yeah, so it's gonna be a rough week. And maybe the next 2 weeks after that are gonna be weird, but I will make it through it. I'll make it through it. So I got a show out for Bay. I gotta show out for myself and get a lot of stuff done and taken care of. And that's the plan. That's what we gotta do, booze. You cannot give up. So let's give a little love sort of at the end of this here, I guess, or pull it together. I had a conversation with someone the other day about these moments where we are tested in these dark places where things happen and you feel like, the fuck am I gonna do? How is this gonna be possible? There's no way around this. There's no possible way. What leads do you have? None. Do you have this? No. When people start to give those questions, suggestions, and you keep saying no, 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 it's like, well, is this it then? If there's no's, and that's all you can answer with is no. There's a lot of no's in this world, but there's just as many yeses, if not more. So while those no's exist and you don't have those things or the tools or the elements that are required to, I guess, be immediately in where you need to be, there are tools, there are places, there are people, there are situations that are available that do say yes, that will build you to that point and moment. It's not always the end of the road that's most important, it's the road itself. So this road I'm on right now is a little bit tough. My friendships are being tested. My sanity is being tested. My professionalism is being tested. But guess what? I have a couple number 2 pencils. I have a white chocolate mocha in my imaginary cup. And I have this drive and determination to be successful because that's what I believe God put me on this earth to do. To make y'all happy, to make you laugh, and to bring more and more people on that journey to where it turns into something that's bigger than even what I thought it would be. So what can I do? I can let somebody call me a fag or gay or this or nasty or you're not gonna do that, and I can let them just be that person. And that's what I'm letting them be, that person. While I continue to be the person I know I am, okay? Bow! This is rough. You should be worried. I gotta start saying that more often. If this is rough, you should be worried. Don't want to see me when I'm at the pest. And I didn't even say it right. I said pest. That really lets you know. Let's see here. Well, Gloria, I accept that. If that's the case and you know that to be for sure, I'm always nervous when it comes to those things because Lord knows I don't want a bad future. But I believe it too. And it's gonna be like, what? Like me and Day talk about it to this day. It's like, he goes, I really like him. He was like in a really bad place today. And I know I'm like in a not the best place too. But, that's poo and that's pudding. That's baby boy. And I'm like, I have to tell him everything he needs to hear so that way he doesn't feel bad. And of course I said my words of wisdom. Y'all know how I do. I just did it. Hey CJ, merman. But he said, I don't know what it is, Matthew. I don't know what it is. But you just have a way of making me feel like I can tackle anything. So for me, I already did my job today. You feel me? I already did my job. And I've been dying to give somebody that attention and that love forever. Just like how I gave y'all my attention and my love too. And I mean it. I mean everything I say with y'all. And when I mess up, I am sorry. And that's just, I gotta be myself. Whether it's 1,000,000 views or 50. You meet me in person, this is what you get. Nothing else and nothing less. But yes, I can be a little aggressive and I can be rude at sometimes. And I know that, and I'm working on that. But other times I'm a true Libra. We want justice, and sometimes I'm like, ah. But yes, he is dummy thick. He is he's like the muscular kind of, like, he's not overproduced. He's not fraudulent. He's so a chili cheese fry kind of guy. He's why I like him so much. It's like, yeah, he works out. Yeah, he takes care of himself, but he's so not pretentious. He's so not the I'm trying to be this super celebrity, West Hollywood punk. He's so not that. It's so refreshing, and that's why I just live for him, because I'm like, this is what I was wanting and looking for, because I need someone who can balance with my same kind of cookie cutter disposition and just loves and enjoys my craziness. So, but yeah. But yeah, I just have to be honest and real, and sometimes that can come off a little crazy and rude, and sometimes just not the right way. Um, so it just happens a little bit. I didn't pick my nose. I scratched the side. I can see the memes now. Well, Amos, my half of my family on my dad's side, including my sister, who I'm the closest with, and my father are Aries. They're all Aries. So one of them is a Taurus. There's a Leo in there, and a Cancer. And once I found out one of my friends was Cancer, I was like, girl. But yeah. But yeah, I have like this love-hate relationship with Aries. Like, I'm either gonna be we're gonna be tight, or we're just not, it's just not gonna work. Oh, cool. Zodiac stuff. Let's talk about it. So my sign is a Libra. My zodiac moon is a Gemini, and my rising sign is Virgo, for those who know. So if you want to look those up now, that's Maddie. I am a Libra with a Gemini moon and a rising Virgo. So yeah. All right, Jada. Does he have stretch marks? Now no, he doesn't have stretch marks. No, he doesn't. Hi, Andy. So what you're not going to do, Andy, is you're not going to play me in Super Smash Brothers and taunt me no more, sister, because we're going to fight next time. Girl, at one point, I was like, I'm not going to play against Andy no more. He keep on taunting me, sister. I just want to taunt you because you taunt me. I'll be like, fuck you, bitch. I can't. I was actually playing with my friends Jeff and Gerald the other day. They got so good. I want to, Michael. I don't have the funds to go to San Diego. Maybe if I'm ever invited to do something there, be a part of any float parade or something, and that, they get me there, girl, yeah, I'm gonna be there for sure. Right now, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to call him. Well, no, he's still at work. What time is it? Okay, no, he's still at work. What time is he? Oh, he's off in... Yeah. Ooh, I can hit him up before the gym. Okay. Yeah. I like San Diego. I thought it was pretty the last time I went there. And then Temecula was pretty too. It's just, Temecula is like an hour away from San Diego. So it was just like, but I could use another wine. Oh my God. You know what? Oh, for my 21 and up crowd, girl, I should set up something every year where we get to go to wine country. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I can get the money, Maddie, can you please be a character in the new Daria reboot? What? Why not? Why not? I should be. I swear this would be a dope idea. Let me just put this out there. What if we did like every year a MattyRants retreat, and we were able to rent a house and get a chef? Because I did these trips before, but they were on some other type of stuff. But this be more of like a retreat for like friendship and like, self-love and growth. And it was like a cabin trip or something that we all would do. Or it'd be like a house and you do like wine country. And so we'd have like things set up for the day that we would all do together. And then of course we go off and do our own things. But then, you know, the point is that it would be a way for the rant pack to get close to each other so everyone would know each other since we all talk online anyways. Plus you have a moment with me and then I get to do what I love to do, which is talk. And then I can make up so many different ideas of conversation pieces where we're all sitting down and talking about things that we want to change or things that we want to fix about ourselves or things that we love and we want to share and it make it like this whole moment. That'd be hilarious. That'd be the best. Like, girl, we'd have some laughs. We'd have some keys. We'd have a good time. I think it's a great idea. If I can find, listen, if, if I can ever get the money for that, if I ever get someone to back me on that, if I could ever get everything organized and planned, I would start doing that. It could start out with just 10 people who are able to come. If they can, it can go on to 20. We may even get it to as much as 30, but we'd have to keep it on like a list to where it would never be too big until we're only like, you know, doing like this large scale type of stuff, you know, all that type of things here. I don't know who this is in their car outside that feels the need to play their music with no AC on right now, but it's getting on my nerves. And I might have to end this live a little early because this music that is playing in the background, I don't want it to even be like, okay, they cut it off. Great. That would be dope. That would be dope. I would love that. Especially like the cabin trip and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, yeah, true, Amy. But I would, you know, it's almost like if we did that, then I would still need to organize it, or maybe I could get someone to organize it. I know Melancholy Merman, so he's not socially stalking him. I know him. I know who that is. Hmm. I'm gonna put that on my little wish list of things I need to get together and do. Okay. Might be that time. Might be the best to do. Okay. Everybody, I've given an update. I've said everything that's going on with me right now. You definitely know what's the tea. Oh my God. Why would it cost you that much money? No, no, no. What I may end up doing if that happens and say you end up not being able to come, we may set up like special webcams. Like say if we ever did an event like that, for anybody who's like out of the country that wouldn't be able to come or anybody that just wasn't able to be there. Um, you know, I would definitely say that yeah, I would say we like get some sort of like video thing going on when that happens. Yeah. And that way everyone can still be involved. Something like that. Something of the sorts. All right, ladies, now let's get information. Clap, clap, clap. Prove to me you got some coordination. Clap, clap, clap. So, it's your boy, Matty Rants. Thanks for listening to what's been going on with me. Again, you do have things to look forward to this week. However, it will be less, it won't be an everyday type of thing because I'm really focused on getting this other job so I can afford to get another laptop and give y'all some better content and really get some stuff together for you. And of course, provide housing for myself versus having to depend on friends here. Even though all my friends have really been great to me, you know, it's time now. I got to step it up. So this summer is a little bit tight, but we'll get some things in there. Yeah, Andy, I just basically talked about me having a boyfriend now, the current living situation with Jamar ending, the um, next step and process of where I'm going. Jamar won't be on this channel as much as people think he already is. Um, we'll be back again once more Drag Race stuff starts to pop off a little bit. But everything else is going to be a lot of vlogging about my experiences. You'll see a lot of different edited videos of me walking around LA, a couple of time lapses of me doing quick runs and walks in this. I'm really going to dedicate some time to building that series up so you can know what's going on and see the process of the journey of coming from the bottom and rising to the top, baby. So we're going to do all that. So yeah. It's a good rewatch. We talked about a lot of stuff. But yes, if anyone wants to donate to the channel, I've been called every name in the book, panhandling some of them. Shut your mouth. We was only talking about Matty. We can dig it. You can with paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo, MattyRants. This ain't over. It's not over, baby. I have not given up. There's no reason to give up because there's no way to give up because I'm still winning. Even in this moment, even with nothing happening for me, I'm still winning and I'm going to win. They're taking out the trash. Let that be a sound for all the negative thoughts. Take it out. Thank you for being here. Take it out. Take it out. Take out those negative thoughts. Please, don't recycle. I don't want them back in my cup. Just take them out. Burn and incinerate. So yeah, hopefully if everything goes well, I will have a place set up soon. I'll have enough money to make it to this wedding in New Jersey. Girl, I gotta be there. I'm literally calling everybody I know and like, send me, help me. It's my friend, it's my bestie. I have to be there. So it's already a lot, but we'll make it. No worries. It's gonna happen. I hate that this is how this is ending. I want you to drop it off, sir, so I can end this video properly without hearing your goddamn machine shake and bake a bunch of shit that's hidden in the bottom of that goddamn trash can. Come on. Oh, you're still here. Hello, everybody. Reva, I'm the same. All right, now that has been finished, oh, you thought it was for a girl? That was last. That was like, Andy, that computer was like, that was like 2 years ago. What are you? Girl, hold on, Andy. Remember, I said the computer thing. That was a GoFundMe. That was done. I bought the computer. The computer was not the one I needed to get. It ended up breaking before I even got Apple Care on it. And they said I couldn't do shit for it because it was that bad. And I was like, oh, so basically I spent all that money for something that I can't even fix. No, you're fine, Andy. But I was just like, broke. Like, imagine it working and then just never turning back on again. In the middle of me doing something. in the middle of me literally typing out a whole page. I had like all this shit I was writing out. Click, out. I tapped it. I did a couple of shakes here and there. But it was an Air, and I was already told, especially by Jake Yonce, he was like, girl, don't you ever buy an Air again. He was like, bitch, buy a Pro. You need a Pro. What you're doing, what we do with YouTube, you need a Pro. So it's like, yeah, but right now, that laptop isn't even on my first concern because I got a whole bunch of other stuff to do. And personally, if I get another job within this time frame, baby, I will be buying that laptop ASAP. That's like my first goal thing to get is for the channels. Like, get the laptop, get a new camera. I saw a nasty Canon. I was like, oh, but is it worth it? Will I use it that much? Yes, I will. So that's not. Right now, it's for basically everything that's happening as far as just basically a deposit for a department if anything happens with what's going on in between all of this. Yeah, but I'm working on other things too. I got a couple of side gigs that I can possibly do with some friends that have offered little positions here and there. Matt, if you can help me with this, I'll give you 100. Matt, if you do this, I'll give you 150, 200. Okay. So I'm trying to set those up too. Little side, little gig here and there. Whoop de whoop, make a little something, something. As long as I'm not, you know, doing other things that I'm not going to be able to do because, you know, I ain't shaming nobody, but I just won't be able to sell my body like that. So, and nothing wrong with anybody doing that. I just personally, I don't know if I can handle all that. So, yes, especially since I'm in a relationship now. Anywho, let me go ahead and end this. It's been too long. I had to give y'all a little moment with the trash can because it was just too much. It was too much. Hugs and kisses, best love and wishes to you. It's your boy Matty Rants. Tomorrow is another day. Let's remind ourselves of that. Whenever it is dark, there is light. Whenever you feel bad, don't jump. Whenever you feel sad, don't lose it. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have a moment, but you got to get the fuck back up and you got to keep going. You have no choice. You got to. You don't have a choice. Stop acting like you an end all, girl, please. It's not better. You gotta keep going. Thank you. And I love my rant pack down, bitch. Once I get somebody to get me some t-shirts with the rant pack on there and the design I want, y'all gonna be getting them. They gonna be cheap. They gonna be cheap. I ain't gonna be charging you arm and a leg like some of these girls out here. That's why I like Latrice's song, Get Up and Make Them Eat It. I agree. Bye, everybody. I'll talk to y'all a little later. And remember, tomorrow, Child's Play review, and then the next day, Pose review, then the Black Mirror, and then I'm going to get Drag Race Thailand back on this channel. All right? All right. We got this.